Have you ever wondered what would happen if the US disappeared? Picture this. One day you wake up and poof, the United States of America, the third most populous nation in the world, simply vanishes. Not the people, not the culture, but the geographical entity itself, gone without a trace. This isn't a plot for a sci-fi movie, but a thought experiment we're about to explore. It's a scenario that would send ripples across the globe, affecting every facet of life as we know it. From economics to politics, technology to culture, the absence of the US would leave an immense void. Imagine the global scale of this unprecedented event. No more stars and stripes on the world map. The immediate effects would be cataclysmic, but the long-term implications, well, those are a bit more complex. So let's dive into this thought experiment, shall we? First off, imagine the global economy without the US. Quite an unnerving thought, isn't it? The United States, as you might be aware, is a linchpin in the world's financial system. Its absence would be like removing the foundation from a skyscraper. The whole structure could come crashing down. Let's delve deeper. The US, with its robust economy, is the largest consumer market on the globe. It's the place where businesses from around the world want to sell their goods and services, everything from German cars to French wines to Chinese electronics. If the US disappeared, these businesses would lose their biggest customer overnight. A sudden dramatic contraction in global demand could send shockwaves through the world's economies, but it's not just about consumption. The US is also a major producer. It's the birthplace of Silicon Valley and Hollywood, the hub of technological innovation and entertainment. Without the US, we would lose a significant chunk of the world's creative and inventive output. And let's not forget finance. The US dollar is the world's reserve currency, the medium of exchange in international trade. It's the currency nations stash away for a rainy day. If the US vanished, we'd be left without a universally accepted currency, causing chaos in global markets. Moreover, Wall Street, the heart of the world's financial system, would be no more. It's here that companies from around the world come to raise capital. Without Wall Street, these companies would struggle to find investors, hampering their growth and development. And lastly, the US's absence would likely cause a shift in global economic power. Other nations would scramble to fill the void, leading to uncertain and potentially unstable times. In other words, the global economy would be in a tailspin. Now let's talk politics. Imagine a world without US diplomatic and military influence. In the event of such a disappearance, a political vacuum would inevitably form. This vacuum wouldn't remain empty for long. Nature, after all, abhors a vacuum. Various nations would jostle for position, striving to fill the power void left behind by the United States. Among the likely contenders are the current global powerhouses, China, Russia, and perhaps the European Union. Each of these entities would potentially see this as an opportunity to expand their influence on the global stage, leading to a shift in the balance of power. The rise of these superpowers would undoubtedly lead to new alliances and perhaps even conflicts. China, for instance, with its expanding economy and military might, could potentially assert dominance in Asia and beyond. Russia, with its vast resources and strategic geographical position, could also take advantage of the situation to enhance its global influence. In Europe, without the protective umbrella of US military support, the European Union could be forced to strengthen their own defense capabilities. This could lead to a more united and potentially more powerful European bloc. However, the power vacuum could also provoke conflicts. Existing territorial and political disputes could flare up as nations test the limits of their newfound positions. We could see shifts in alliances as nations seek to secure their interests in this new world order. One thing is certain, the global political landscape would be reshaped. The United Nations, for example, would have to adapt to a world without one of its key members and financial contributors. It's hard to predict exactly how these changes would play out, but the political repercussions would be felt around the globe. This new landscape might also foster the rise of non-state actors, such as multinational corporations and international organizations, who may seize the opportunity to exert more influence on global policies and decisions. So, politically, the world would look very different. Finally, consider a world without US innovation. The United States has been a significant driving force in the sphere of technology, research and innovation. From the invention of the light bulb to the creation of the internet, American inventors have consistently pushed the boundaries of what is possible, transforming the way we live, work, and play. The US is home to many of the world's leading tech companies and universities, fostering a culture of innovation and discovery. Silicon Valley, renowned globally, is a testament to the American spirit of technological advancement, but what happens if all this suddenly disappears? The potential for technological stagnation becomes a genuine concern. Without the continuous influx of American innovation, the pace of technological advancement may slow down considerably. We might find ourselves stuck in a technological plateau with scientific progress crawling at a snail's pace. Without the US, we might see a slowing down of technological advancements. So, what have we learned from this thought experiment? We've taken a deep dive into a world without the United States, and the potential implications are staggering. The global economy as we know it would find itself in a tailspin. With the US gone, the world would likely face an economic collapse of unprecedented proportions, given the United States' substantial contributions to global GDP and international trade. Next, we examined the political vacuum that would be left in the wake of the US's disappearance. The absence of a prominent global leader could lead to major shifts in power dynamics, potentially causing significant instability and conflict. And let's not forget about the potential for technological stagnation. Without the innovation and technological advancements driven by the US, the pace of progress could slow dramatically, affecting everything from our daily lives to the future of space exploration. While this is purely hypothetical, it's clear that the disappearance of the US would have far-reaching and dramatic effects on the world as we know it.